Tensions rising on day 5 of the trial of Joseph Koenig, a second former friend and co-defendant, taking the stand to testify against him after a series of rock-throwing incidents in Jefferson County in 2023.
So Nicholas Karolczyk, one of 2 young men who took plea deals, faced the jury, offering new details about Koenig's involvement on the night a 20-year-old woman was killed.
Denver 7's Danielle Kreuter was in court today. Danielle, prosecutors are leaning hard on this testimony to pin responsibility on Koenig.
Yeah, that was Koenig's best friend. He was sitting up front with him the night that Alexa Bartell was killed. Karolczyk described Koenig as a brother, saying that's why it took him so long to admit that it was Koenig who threw the rock that killed Bartell. Today in his testimony, he said he and Koenig had gotten into the habit of rock throwing, sometimes at parked cars, sometimes at moving cars. He acknowledged on the stand that the plan was always to speed up to cars before throwing the rocks. That way it could do more damage and they were less likely to be seen. After Karolczyk claimed Koenig threw a rock at Bartell's car, it veered off the road. The suspects then drove past it a few times, noting that the driver had not gotten out. So Karolczyk assumed someone was seriously hurt.
We didn't know what had happened, but it was while we were driving back that amongst ourselves we said that we were never going to talk about this again and we were never going to do this again.
During cross-examination, the defense attorney questioned Karolczyk's credibility, pointing out that in several interviews with investigators, he instead blamed the third co-defendant, Kwok, for being the one who threw the rock before changing his story, pointing the finger at Koenig, and then eventually getting a plea deal.
And you tell her you can't think of how Joe came in possession of that rock because it was in the backseat with Zach.
Yes, I did say that.
But today you still maintain, you're saying to us it was Joe who threw the rock.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Did you know from the time Alexa Bartell was killed until today that Joseph Koenig threw the rock that killed her?
I did.
And so why did you say that you didn't know that and your understanding changed at certain points if you knew that the whole time?
I still felt the need to protect him and protect myself, and Zach was easy to blame because I barely knew him.
The defense attorney confirmed with Karolczyk that it was never their intention to hurt anyone that night. It is interesting to know the majority of Karolczyk's testimony directly contradicted a lot of Kwok's testimony yesterday, particularly the part where Kwok said he was never involved in any of the rock throwing. It'll be a tough job for the jury to decide exactly who is telling the truth in this case. Reporting live in Jefferson County, I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.
A lot for the jury to consider, Danielle. Thank you.